This is coming up. One story.
Oh, man.
Story. What do you got?
How about a little local love from somebody on The Voice last night?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. In fact, I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, good.
So hopefully you have it.
Good,
yeah.
I do.
Awesome. Great. Yeah, somebody on The Voice got moved along. Pretty cool. We'll talk about it all coming up next.
Broadcasting live from the Firm for Men Swango Law PC studio. You're listening to Rumble in the Morning on FM 99.
You could win a $100 Visa gift card and an AskHRGreen.org swag bag. Go to FM99.com by Sunday night to watch AskHRGreen.org's Imagine a Day Without Water video and answer a question about it for your chance to win. Complete rules and details at FM99.com.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing.
But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Looking for a career that grows with you? Look no further than Acoustical Sheet Metal Company. As a long-standing member of the community, ASC is hiring welders, electricians, support techs, and sheet metal mechanics who are looking to grow their trade career. Offering both day and night shifts, overtime hours, and a steady workload, we're dedicated to providing stable careers that recognize leadership and advancement opportunities. It's time to build your career with ASC. Apply today at acousticalsheetmetal.com.
It's very sad to lose a loved one. Added stress comes when you have to go through the complexities of the Virginia probate system when someone dies. Executors have a lot of work to do, including filing tax returns and complicated reports. Failure to follow the rules can result in significant penalties and aggravation. Don't be that person that gets in trouble because they did not follow the rules. If a loved one dies, call me, attorney and CPA Timothy Palmer, to ensure that you follow the probate procedures and avoid problems with the courts and the IRS.
Proper legal advice can ease the loss of a loved one. Contact attorney Timothy Palmer, an attorney and CPA dedicated to the practice of elder law and estate administration at 757-484-9494 or online at palmerelderlaw.com. Don't let the complexities of the probate system and taxes overwhelm you. Call attorney Timothy Palmer at 757-484-9494 to schedule an appointment to discuss the probate process. That's attorney Timothy Palmer at 757-484-9494.
Hey, home skillets, this is DJ Ozzy October with the monthly happenings. The Virginia Lottery has all new online instant games on the second and fourth Tuesday of the month, every month. So don't beef with the wannabes over where to hang after work. Make your own fun choice in the app or online with new online instant games. That is one righteous night, because Virginia Lottery is out of sight. To get totally brainy on the details, visit VALottery.com/Tuesday.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad you called Art Newsom to do your $50 heating inspection?
The guys from ANI, right on time as always. Is my heating inspection really only $50?
Yes, ma'am. ANI is celebrating 50 years in business with our $50 heating inspection.
Any catches?
No, ma'am. The guys in the orange trucks always deliver. In fact, ANI is the home of the free service call. When you call us for service and authorize the repair, we will 100% waive the diagnostic fee. We'll complete your inspection, leave you a full report with any outline recommendations, and be on our way. No high-pressure sales pitch like the other guys.
Get a new Daikin home comfort system installed by Art Newsom for as low as $89 a month. And instant rebates up to $1,100 from Daikin on qualified systems with the full 12-year parts and labor warranty. Call the guys in the orange trucks at 873-0345 or visit them on the web at artnewsominc.com. That's artnewsominc.com.
Hey, cool cats, this is DJ Ozzy October, surfing the airwaves with the monthly happenings. The Virginia Lottery has all new scratches in stores on the first Tuesday of the month, every month. To get totally brainy on the details, visit VALottery.com/Tuesday.
Losing your Medicaid benefits? You might be asking, what can I do? The answer is stay insured. With affordable plans from Optima Health, you get on-demand virtual consults, no-cost preventive care, and more. Choose the health plan you can count on at ChooseOptima.com. Optima Health, offered by Optima Health Plan.
Barcott's mobile plans are like a band. The more people you add, the better it sounds. So, add more lines to save more. Pay as low as $30 per line when you add 4 or more gig unlimited lines. ALS.com/mobile.
4 lines required for $30 per line price. Max of 5 lines. Prices exceed taxes, device activation, and other fees and charges, which are subject to change. Cost postpaid internet required. Other restrictions apply.
Get ready, Virginia. It's Medicare annual enrollment period. So why not make enrolling easier with United Healthcare? Whether you choose our online tools or over-the-phone support, United Healthcare will help you compare options so you can choose a plan with confidence. This is Medicare made for Virginia, trusted everywhere. Explore our wide range of plans by calling United Healthcare today at 1-833-MEET-UHC. That's 1-833-MEET-UHC. Annual enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th, so call today.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
This is FM 99, WNOR and WNOR HD1 Norfolk, a Tidewater Communications LLC group station. This portion of Rumble in the Morning is brought to you by
East Coast Appliance. The best price, or it's free.
FM 99 traffic from the Larry King Law Traffic Center. Injured in an accident? Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
We've got a crash now up in Hampton, 664 northbound near Powhatan Parkway. Just blocking off the left shoulder there with a couple of vehicles. Just got to give it a lane of space where you can. HRBT on the Hampton side eastbound is up at Armistead. Norfolk side westbound starting to pick up the delays a little bit more. Also at the end of the Willoughby Bay Bridge. Portsmouth, 264 east headed towards downtown tunnels before Elm Avenue. Chesapeake, 64 eastbound coming out of Suffolk headed towards the high-rise bridge. Now starting to see the brake lights around George Washington Highway. Still working with some congestion in Suffolk, 664 northbound before College Drive. It's just some general congestion this morning, slowing you down. And the Berkeley has an opening. That's going to be later at 9 a.m. I'm Mike Alexander, Rumble in the Morning, FM 99.
All right, 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you, Mike Alexander. See you in a few minutes for Facebook Fights this morning. Yeah, you're Rena today. Rena has the day off.
He's a big Rena.
He is a big Rena. Yeah. I'd like to see him go teach the yoga class.
That would be amazing.
It would, wouldn't it, Flexi Boy?
Yes. I want him in her yoga pants.
Gumby legs. Yeah, in her yoga pants.
They look like capris.
He wears capris. Yeah. Sweet look.
That's a great one.
David Alvarado in for Rena this morning. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. All right, let's do the news right now. Facebook Fights coming up after the news, but right now Sean's here with that.
That's right, and we got some love for somebody on The Voice last night, and Adobe, the software developer?
Yeah.
Well, now they have a dress. I'll tell you about it. News brought to you by Pitbull Tobacco and More. Before filling your cauldron this witching season, head to the leader in cannabis culture merchandise, Pitbull Tobacco and More, for locals by locals. And a matter of fact, with that dress, there's a video on the Rumble in the Morning Facebook page you might want to check out.
Okay.
That goes along with it. So just a preemptive comment there. World news, President Joe Biden is going to travel to Israel and Jordan today to meet with Israeli and Arab leadership as concerns of the war in that area is going to spread to other parts of the Middle East. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken announced the travel yesterday.
The President will hear from Israel how it will conduct its operations in a way that minimizes civilian casualties and enables humanitarian assistance to flow to civilians in Gaza in a way that does not benefit Hamas. He's coming here at a critical moment for Israel, for the region, and for the world.
The humanitarian aid issue is a big one for the Biden administration because the U.S. has stressed to Israel that in order to keep international support for their efforts against Hamas, they need to allow humanitarian aid to get into Gaza. More than 4,000 people have been killed in the conflict so far, and we're learning that Hamas has 199 hostages. The spokesman for the military wing of Hamas said that foreigners were taken by mistake, and they have no purpose in the conflict. They said they're willing to release them with nothing in return, but that, quote, field conditions have to be right to allow this to happen. It's probably a good guess that one of the reasons President Joe Biden's going there is to help with that.
Oh, no doubt. We'll help engineer that and find some way out of this, and that's why he's meeting with both sides.
Yep.
Well, he's meeting with Arab leaders in another country.
Exactly.
Who can probably get the message.
They said that foreign nationals, by the way, are being treated like guests. That's how they describe it.
That's what Hamas says.
Yes. Now, whether we trust that or not.
As you know, known for their word.
Yeah.
They were busy negotiating. They were busy negotiating some economic rights when they all of a sudden decided to attack Israel.
Yeah.
So, known for their word.
Known
as you.
Yeah. And about 2,000 U.S. troops might be boots on the ground, but not for combat. It says they're going to assist with advising and medical support rather than any kind of combat. And those forces will be pulled from across the U.S. Armed Services, and they say that most likely troops that are already stationed in the Middle East or nearby Europe.
Yeah, and sneaking our guys out.
Well, we're not going to talk about that.
Well, no, that's the dangerous part. No, they're just going into, do thermometer.
Yes, right. Yes, that's all they're going to do.
Well, God bless you.
Yes,
God bless you.
Hey, Virginia Sales Tax holiday back this weekend, in case you were interested in that. They forgot to put it back into the budget, and it expired on July 31st, so now that it's been added back in, you can go and take advantage of that. We thought it's got some of the similar limits we've seen before, but there were some bigger limits that was on some of the larger appliance-type items from Energy Star and Water Sense. I think you said it was like, up to $2,500?
Up to $2,500, yeah, for like utility-type appliance.
Right, and it's only for personal use.
Yes.
Not for landlords or anything.
Right, and then hurricane supplies like generators and things, again, personal use stuff.
And school supplies. So tax-free weekend this weekend if you want to try and take advantage of it.
These used to be two separate weekends. One was like hurricane preparedness, and then one was school tax or something. They combined them a few years ago.
Okay, fair. Virginia Beach resident gets a little love. Her name's Claire Heilig. I think I said that right. She got on The Voice and got to sing in front of everybody last night. It took about 30 seconds into her song for Gwen Stefani to decide she wanted her on her team.
Nice.
Pretty great. I've got a clip here of Claire singing, and you'll hear the moment that it's in a little bit, so you'll hear the second that Gwen turns her chair around and everybody cheers.
Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
It's a Megan Maroney song called Tennessee Orange. Yeah.
So Gwen fancies herself Blake's stand-in?
Kind of.
Going for the country chick?
Kind of, now that Blake's not there.
Yeah. Up against Reba.
She said, well, what's funny is Reba's team is full, and that was one thing that Gwen was actually very happy about.
I was just lucky that Reba was full. I'm like, oh my God, thank God. The first chord you started singing, I went, oh man, your little gravelly voice, it's real sexy, and your range is wonderful. Best of luck to you, and welcome to The Voice.
If you hit the line with a little bit of growling underneath, that gives you some dimension there.
John Legend even talked to her. He didn't turn around, but he was bopping to her the whole time. And when afterwards he was talking to her and said, is that how your voice sounds, or like are you doing that? Because it almost sounds painful. Like you're to be harsh in your voice. Right? And she says, no, that's just my voice. That's how I sing. Yeah. Like, that's incredible. Just having that, like you said, that gravelly, that perfect gravelly tone. Right, it's just something a little bit of a warmness to it, a richness to it. So either way, she did great. She's going to be on Gwen Stefani's team. If, by the way, if she looks familiar to anybody, it's because she was on The Bachelor in 2022.
No kidding.
Yeah. Wow. So it's not her first time on TV.
So she's hot enough to be on The Bachelor, and she can sing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. Go get him, man.
And by the way,
this is your moment.
She has a version of that song online on Spotify. She released her own cover of it, and it's been streamed more than 1 million times.
No, nice. Good for her.
She's getting a lot of attention. So, like you said, good for her. Ford Motor Company Executive Chairman Bill Ford has called on auto workers to come together and end the month-long strike that he says could cost the company the ability to invest in the future.
How long before President Biden visits there for a day? Just to bring sides together.
In a rare speech, he was
marched with picketers.
He did. In a rare speech from the executive chairman, he spoke and said that the high labor costs could limit future investments from them. He's the great-grandson of the company founder, Henry Ford, and he said that this is going to cost them a lot if they lose this negotiation.
If we lose it, we will lose to the competition. America loses. Many jobs will be lost. So will future investments.
The company's at an impasse right now with the United Auto Workers Union, who walked out of several factories on September 15th and have added more since then, and walked away from the bargaining table with Ford recently, saying because Ford had said that they're tapped out on money. They can't go any higher on these deals that they're trying to work out.
Yeah, is there a greater good to be had? Are we sure they've given all they can give? I mean, that's what he's asking.
Yes, that's exactly what he's asking. The UAW president has maintained that you're seeing record profits, we should be seeing record wages. But that's their argument, and of course both sides has their side. But
no doubt. But
it's rare when
you destroy yourself, and they will get you. Yes.
There's tons of car companies that are not union labor.
Yeah.
That build here in the United States.
He talked about Tesla specifically and said Tesla is loving watching this happen because that gives them a market to slide right into if something happens. I teased you about this, and again, it's on the Rumble in the Morning Facebook page if you want to take a look at it. Adobe, the software developer, held their Max Conference 2023 the other day, and they showed off different innovations and stuff, but one in particular is getting a lot of attention. It's a video that's being shared around on the internet that features something you wouldn't expect from Adobe, a new dress. It's a dress that was debuted by a researcher named Kristen Deer. She was wearing it, and at first it just kind of looks like a sequin cocktail dress.
All right.
But then she has a little handheld remote. She clicks it, and the whole pattern on the dress changes.
Boy, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then she clicks it again, and it changes to another one.
Wow.
Yeah, several different ones. It's a digital dress from them. It was under Project Primrose was the name of the...
Okay.
And they said that it brings fabric to life. The researcher was the one who also modeled it, and she said, unlike traditional clothing, this lets me refresh my look right there in that moment. The digital dress patterns can be animated as well. She moved around, and you watch the patterns kind of shift and change. And man, she popped her hip one time, and it looked like kind of a drop bounced out and then landed on the other side.
So does this have an application for, like, the theater?
Maybe.
Where you wouldn't have to change costumes so often, or well, certainly with that digitized cartoon on the front. This is nothing. It's got cruise ship and Disneyland written all over it, man.
Yeah, all sorts of
characters and stuff
written all over it. Yeah. The sequins that you're seeing on it actually aren't sequins. They're actually reflective light diffuser modules. They say that it's a reflective backed polymer dispersed liquid crystal. It's a long name, but basically it's little tiny screens.
All right.
And each little tiny screen operates independently, and they can create these images, and it's pretty cool looking. Now, no word on when or if we'll see these at your local clothing store, but, if you're into high-tech and high-fashion...
Now, what if you can move it?
She moved around. Yeah, she was walking around, and the movement was part of what triggered some of the changes.
Because I'm thinking to myself, in this application, I'm thinking of this theatrical application, you're going to have to be able to dance in this thing.
Yeah, it would require more refinement. Because the version that we saw in the video, it's only the front of the dress that's got the sequins and stuff, and it does look like. I mean, she was moving around, it seemed okay, but I don't know, like you said, for dancing.
But again, this is the prototypes.
Yes, and there's nothing to say they couldn't make some kind of fabric with it smaller on there.
You let me know when they get a Speedo. You bet.
Oh boy, Speedo. Yeah, Rick, what's your junk look like today? I'm feeling
Paisley.
Paisley.
It's kind of like a chameleon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't believe they both look in different directions at the same time. Kind of weird.
Oh boy.
Real chameleon.
Fine. Hate that. Today it's going to be sunny with a high near 67. Tonight partly cloudy, lower around 47. And tomorrow mostly sunny with a high near 68. Last check outside, it's still chilly. It's about right around 50 degrees.
All right.
For the news, I'm Sean Hood for Rumble in the Morning on FM 99.
Fantastic. Rod, sports is coming up a little bit.
Yeah, coming up, I'm actually going to have my sports cast with me so that I can actually do it. Coming up in sports, he bet $250 and won $200,000. Also, for a big man, very agile, and I will score his cartwheel an 8 out of 10. And he's got 99 problems, but getting 99 lashes ain't one.
All right, we're going to talk about that. Sports with Rod coming up. Traffic update and Facebook fights. Great Tuesday. Glad to have you with us.
You're listening to Rumble in the Morning on FM 99.
HII is hiring. Big pay, big benefits, big opportunity. The Newport News Shipbuilding Division in Newport News, Virginia is currently hiring entry-level and experienced engineers. In addition, Newport News Shipbuilding is also hiring machinists, sheet metal workers, ship fitters, welders, and other trade positions, offering more than $21 per hour for entry-level and trainee trade jobs. Sign-on bonus is offered. No experience required. On-site training provided. Newport News Shipbuilding will host walk-in trade job hiring events every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. through December at the Newport News Shipbuilding Employment Office, located at 5200 West Mercury Boulevard in Hampton, Virginia. Entrance 3, Suite 176. For details, visit hii.com/careers or buildyourcareer.com. Newport News Shipbuilding. The mission starts with us. Job seekers must be 18 or older and U.S. citizens. Equal opportunity employer, military, and disabled welcome.
Our friends at A1 American Plumbing, Heating, and AC Services invite you to an event this Friday, October 20th at 5 p.m. at Pups and Pints, 2413 London Bridge Road in Virginia Beach. You'll be supporting local firefighter Matt Galena and his fight against cancer. It will be a night of camaraderie, delicious food, and great drinks. For more info, go to the events calendar at fm99.com.
At Bud's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric, we understand how frustrating it can be finding a trustworthy company to handle the necessary repairs in your home. Bud's has over 50 years of experience and the best team in the business. We believe in building lasting relationships with our customers by offering honest advice, friendly service, and straightforward pricing. You can trust Bud's to inspire confidence and peace of mind, knowing that your home and your family's comfort are in good hands. Call us today to experience our legendary service for yourself.
Losing your Medicaid benefits? You might be asking, what can I do? The answer is stay insured. With affordable plans from Optima Health, you get on-demand virtual consults, no-cost preventive care, and more. Choose a health plan you can count on at chooseoptima.com. Optima Health, offered by Optima Health Plan.
How powerful is the Cox network? So powerful that one day the internet will let your doctor perform miracles from thousands of miles away.
Connecting to remote operating room.
Giving a whole new meaning to the term house call.
Operation complete.
The Cox network, with gig speeds everywhere. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, bringing us closer. In Cox serviceable areas, speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms apply. Other restrictions may apply.
Chesapeake Regional Healthcare is known for making medical history in the region, and we're shaping its future too, staying laser focused on innovation, yet never losing sight of why we're here, to provide every patient with truly personal care. We're a smart, independent healthcare choice for you, for your family, for all of us. Learn how Chesapeake Regional Healthcare's innovations save lives every day at innovativeforlife.com.
You know what I always say? There's nothing better than coming inside.
Dude!
Your local Adam and Eve store. Let me finish.
Wow, and you're absolutely right. They know how to help make any night a night to remember.
You keep saying here, it's just the most incredible selection of adult toys, novelties, outfits.
You name it, you can find it at one of 2 local Adam and Eve stores.
Find the one closest to you at AdamEveVirginia.com.
AdamEveVirginia.com.
Come inside, explore, shop, experiment.
Let Cal Mechanical protect your family by scheduling a $69 peace of mind gas safety inspection. You can prevent carbon monoxide poisoning. Call Cal Mechanical today. Know someone on the south side who wants a safer home? Tell them. CalMechanical.com.
Hey, dudes and dudettes, this is DJ Ozzy October with the monthly happenings. The Virginia Lottery has an all-loop written play game in stores on the 3rd Tuesday of the month, every month. To get totally brainy on the details, visit VALottery.com/Tuesday.
It's not officially fall until there's football on the TV and mud on the tires. And nobody knows more about getting dirty than the pros at Pungo Off-Road. Keeping you stocked with all your truck parts, accessories, lift kits, and so much more. With over 1,500 tires in stock, big or small, they carry them all. Pungo Off-Road also handles routine maintenance for all styles of car and truck. Get to Pungo Off-Road on the corner of Princess Anne and Indian River in Virginia Beach, online at pungotireandoffroad.com.
Our Cox mobile plans are like a band. The more people you add, the better it sounds. So, add more lines to save more. Pay as low as $30 per line when you add 4 or more gig unlimited lines. It's easy. I like the sound of that. Visit cox.com/mobile. 4 lines required for $30 per line. Price max of 5 lines. Prices exclude taxes, device activation, and other fees and charges, which are subject to change. Cox postpaid internet required. Other restrictions apply.
Your garage. It began with 2 garbage cans and 2 vehicles living together in perfect harmony. Then,
I love the new couch. What are we going to do with the old one?
we'll put it in the garage for now. As years pass, we'll put it in the garage for now. 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 It happens. Got junk? Want to get rid of it? Call us.
College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving. Taking the weight off your shoulders and the strain off your back. CollegeHunksHaulingJunk.com.
This portion of Rumble in the Morning is brought to you by
Grow Depot, your one-stop grow shop, has everything you need to grow green, providing you with the tools you need. Grow Depot is veteran-owned, located in Virginia Beach. GrowDepot757.com.
Another $1,000 keyword. Warehouse Area contest presented by Clean Eats is coming up today in the 8 a.m. hour. didnt. Dial 757 injures for Larry King.
Still working with a minor crash in Hampton, 664 northbound near Powhatan Parkway. Left shoulder blocked off there. Just got to give it a lane of space where you can. No delays behind it, really. Breakdown at the Monterey Merrimack southbound has right lane blocked there. Delays are out of the tunnel. HRBT, Hampton side eastbound at Armistead. Norfolk side westbound slowing at the end of the Willoughby Bay Bridge. Got base traffic picking back up in Norfolk, 564 westbound just past the runway. Portsmouth, 264 east towards downtown tunnels at the Martin Luther King Freeway. Chesapeake, 64 westbound, slowing before you get to Military Highway. Congestion in Suffolk is still there this morning, 664 northbound before College Drive. It is just general congestion. And Berkeley has an opening that is going to be at 9 a.m. I'm Mike Alexander, Rumble in the Morning, FM 99.
Are you sleeping with him? Yes. You know what? The only reason he was with you is because you spread your legs.
Facebook fights. Yes, it's Facebook fights. Every Tuesday we get together and knock these around. These are literally fights that people have online. Whether and anymore, it's just any online fight. It could be the Nextdoor app. It could be almost anything. But in our opening bout today, Jeff does not like the neighbor's dogs barking all the time, and he's got a little something for him. According to Jeff. Facebook fights, bout number one. And it starts with Jeff. Jeff. Thank you, neighbor dogs. Neighbor dogs for ruining an otherwise wonderful night on my deck. I know it's not your fault. I know it's your owners. Ignore your constant barking. But I still want to throw you some meat with a special ingredient in it.
Wow! Passive-aggressive much?
Bravo! Yeah. Mike Alexander in for Rena.
Yes, good job.
Awesome.
Wait, can you give me that line again?
He needs to feel it as he goes ahead. This time like Mickey Mouse.
Oh boy! Woo! Passive-aggressive much?
I hear you, man. I hate those effing dogs so much. I'm down the street and I can hear them too, man.
Man, have you talked to the owners rather than putting comments on the socials?
I say. Gee, Leslie, no. It never occurred to me to walk next door and speak to the owners. Of course I have, you ignorant twit.
Your sarcasm is unnecessary. I'm just trying to help.
Well, listen, man, they're idiots, man.
You do know that I'm threatening an animal is against the law, right?
Oh, is it, Stu? Is it? Oh, no, I'm so scared.
Oh no, Jeff, man. Are you okay? Stu says you're breaking the law by talking about special ingredients, LOL.
I know what you meant.
Do you?
Yes!
What is he talking about, man?
Don't buy in. Just ignore these smartasses.
You were talking about poisoning innocent animals.
What? I don't believe I ever said that. Gee whiz, Stu. You thought that. You're a terrible person.
Yeah, just awful, man.
I was just going to add some yummy bacon grease.
You guys!
I'm afraid I'm going to have to report you, Stu. Clearly you're thinking about doing terrible things to our precious animals.
Yeah, man, our animal kingdom is sacred. This is so disturbing, man. LOL.
For shame! And bacon grease? Think of the dogs and their cholesterol!
Nice job, Mike Alexander.
I appreciate there was a pause every time you did, like, tuck them on up and do the voice real quick.
So good.
You gotta inhale quite a bit.
Just so good.
I feel like Rena would have had an easier time with that, just for some reason.
I don't know where, the avenue that it came from, defending the animals.
Yeah, but you did all right, man.
We're good.
Thanks.
Super good. I say, don't cross me. Don't ever cross me. I'm Jeremy Irons. All right, but now, it's time for... My new favorite additive to this bit is the Next Door Wars, where we've gone to the Next Door app and taken some of their dirt, which usually is like a solo. It's just somebody ranting into the ether, right? And Mike Alexander, since you did us a favor by coming in today, pick a number between 1 and 4.
Oh, I'm gonna go 3.
All right, number 3 is yours. That's yours.
Thank you.
All right. There we go. Hang on a second. And are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's do it. Go.
This is a COVID-19 PSA. Despite what many people appear to think, you cannot catch the coronavirus by picking up your dog's poop on the green belt. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't pick it up. I don't want to catch it.
No, I'd say get COVID. I just let him poop there.
Yeah.
Sorry. Rod Fitzwell, 1, 2, or 4? 1, 2, or 4?
4.
4. There you go. You got 4.
4.
There we go. Go.
I'm looking for a veterinarian shaman to remove evil spirits from my pet cat. Help.
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 These are legitimately your neighbors.
The shaman.
Think about this.
To exorcise those spirits from a cat.
I think you got to burn some sage. Burn some catnip.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens there.
Smudge old spots.
All right, Sean Hood, 1 or 2? 2. 2 it is. Good luck.
Thank you.
Ready?
All right.
Go.
Yesterday and today, occasionally when looking at Wi-Fi options in the neighborhood, making sure mine was on, I saw for the first time the Wi-Fi named FBI surveillance truck.
Yes.
During all my years in the neighborhood, I've never seen this. Anyone else seen it? Can someone just use that name, or is there actually such a van around? And if so,
I thought someone that believed it.
and if so, why?
That's all.
Yeah. Post it under crime and safety in there.
Yeah, nice to know. Nice to know. All right. All right, that leaves me with the number 1 pick. These were in no order. It's just we had a number them for the bid, so.
Genix 1578 climb and maintain flight level tree 60.
Good evening, all. I have attached photos below of something I believe very few people in our neighborhood know what it is. Damn it. It's called a crosswalk. I repeat, it's a crosswalk. Now listen to me. When a pediatrician, also known as any human being, steps out on it, you yield to them. If you don't know what yielding means, it's stop. When you're driving and you see a pediatrician approaching a crosswalk, you are to slow down and stop.
You mean pedestrians?
Yes, I do.
Only pediatricians. How do you know if it's a pediatrician or not?
This whole post, they've got pedestrian and pediatrician mixed up.
That's amazing.
Yeah, which negates the entire post. Now we circulate it just a lap.
Yeah.
You don't keep driving and you don't speed up. We as pediatrician have the right of way.
Yeah.
I think it's mind-blowing that people will stop for geese and ducks, but they don't stop for other people. Slow the F down. Pay attention. It's sad I have to post this, but you know what? I'm saving pediatrician. That's right.
I think they have to see your medical license.
All those years of school.
Yes.
Student loans. Yeah. Stop for them.
You son of a...
The Grip Center Alpine 4042 flight level tree 60.
That's Facebook Fights. And Next Door Wars. Saving the pediatricians.
Yeah.
Shout out to Liz, who lives a couple houses down. That's a pediatrician. We saved you.
I will always yield for a doctor, Rick.
Well, you never know when you need one, buddy. I'm telling you.
Only pediatrician.
Yeah.
You're a general practitioner. You better run
on your own, pal.
Run.
Yeah,
across
right.
that crossbar.
All right, there you go. And by the way, if you see a Facebook fight or one of these rants that we can use, would you fire it in here? Just send us a screen capture to Rumble. Just send it to rumble@fm99.com. All right, 7:33 now at FM 99. Let's check in on sports. Here he is, Rod Fitzwell.
Thank you very much, Rick. It's great to be here. Sports is brought to you by Bud's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric. Now offering heat system checks for only $50. Make sure your heat system's ready for the cold days ahead because you know they're coming and they're going to suck. And they're really going to suck if you don't have any heat. So give Buds a call or check them out online at BudsUSA.com. That's BudsUSA.com. Monday Night Football.
The Los Angeles Chargers
hosting the Dallas Cowboys. This one was close, came down to the fourth quarter, and in that fourth quarter, the Cowboys with a 20-17 lead with a couple of minutes left to play, but the Chargers with the ball and a chance to tie it or maybe win it. But that's when the Cowboys defense stepped up. First, it was Micah Parsons.
No sacks in San Francisco either, and here it is. Right on cue, Parsons.
That was a big sack, and then on the very next play, Cowboys defensive back Stephon Gilmore gets in on it.
Herbert gets rid of it. He's picked. Intercepted by the Cowboys.
And that was good night, Irene. 20-17 would be the final. The much maligned Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott played well, 21 of 30, 272 yards. He threw a touchdown pass, and he also had a nifty 18-yard touchdown run on a 4th-and-1 quarterback keeper. Dallas improves to 4-2 with the victory. Chargers coming off their bye week end up losing. They fall to 2-3. That was the Monday Night Football Report, Rick, sponsored by the all-new Levi's Gremlin.
Come on over here for a second. What's up?
Look in there. Wow, car with pants.
Introducing the Levi's Gremlin with seats of the pants.
This orange stitching and buttons. It's even got the Levi's tab on the front seat.
The rest is pure Gremlin. Styling, economy, 6-cylinder engine, and it's backed by the buyer protection plan. Levi's Gremlin, the car that wears the pants. At your AMC dealer.
The Levi's Gremlin.
Wow, what throwback that was.
Hey, one better in Vegas hit a 10-team parlay, $200, won him $200,000.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and he what he needed last night was just the Cowboys to cover, and they did. He had the Cowboys minus 1.5. This is one of those parlays that I'm looking at and I'm thinking, gosh, I might have gone with this guy on some of this. He had Washington plus 1.5 against the Falcons. You knew that was going to be close. Minnesota minus 3.5, and they minus 3.5. They didn't cover, right? 1917 was the final, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it says he won.
Yeah.
Cleveland plus 9.5, Houston plus 1.5, Jacksonville minus 3.5, Detroit minus 3.5, Raiders minus 2.5, Rams minus 7.5. Yeah.
It was 1913.
1913. So he did.
So he did
Rams minus 7.5, Jets plus 6.5. Against the Eagles, and the Cowboys minus 1.5. I might have gone with every single one of those picks. I probably should start gambling again. In Philadelphia last night, Game 1, National League Championship Series.
I love how you talked yourself right back into gambling again. That was here on the show.
Well, honestly, to be fair, this was a stupid bet. He's lucky. He's extremely lucky. It'll never happen again.
You can't analyze that many games.
You cannot.
Look at how many great teams lost this weekend. You can't count on that.
No. Betting a 10-team parlay, that most everybody that did that this weekend threw their money away and paid for this $200,000 and then some. That's what happened.
That's why this guy's in the news.
That's what exactly. In Philadelphia, Game 1 National League Championship Series, Phillies hosting the Diamondbacks on TBS. Bottom of the first, no score. Phillies leadoff hitter Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber ready to lead off. Swinging, and there it goes. An ambush by Schwarber, and it's 1-0 Phillies.
Yeah, and I don't think he knows what ambush means. Just one guy hitting a one-home run to put his team up 1-0. I don't know if I call that an ambush, but okay.
Well, maybe they're not expecting him to swing for the fences as the first guy out of the game.
But the only reason why Schwarber is the leadoff hitter is because he hit 42 home runs.
He's a home run hitter. You're right.
It's home run or nothing for this guy. So it's not. Nobody should be shocked. You're not looking at the the sex doll with the open mouth like what just happened. So I'm not so sure it's an ambush. A couple of batters later, Bryce Harper at the plate.
Deep into the right center, and he'll watch this one fly. Second home run of the inning.
2-0 right there, and then bottom of the second, Nick Castellanos
drives out to the right, got some heat on it, and this is gonna be up and out of here. Castellanos, he's on a home run binge.
Yeah, he is. He's hit 5 in the last 3 games, so that's not too shabby. They get out in front and they hold on for a 5-3 victory. Now, prior to that game, we had Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. The Rangers, who we're all rooting for because they're playing the hated Astros. That Game 2 in Houston, like Game 1, Rangers already leading the series 1-0. And in Game 2, right in the first inning, they jumped all over Houston.
Rangers threatening early. A little tapper back to Valdez. He dribbles, he throws. comes Garcia. And that's the first one in the right field base hit. Seager in the score. Grossman to third. 2-0, just like that. Yanks the line drive in the left field. That'll drop in for another Texas hit. And it's 3-0. Punches a base hit the other way, does well. Here comes Garcia. Bentley up with it. His throw is cut off in a full spot in the first.
Yep, 4 runs in the first. They get right out in front, and then they hang on for a 5-4 victory. They're up 2-0. They've won 7 in a row. Did you see the cartwheel?
No.
Okay, did you see the cartwheel? All right. Adolis Garcia, who plays for the Rangers, is at bat. And there's a ball, the pitcher throws a ball, and it's low, and it looks like it's coming right at his feet.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get hit. He ultimately does get hit, but as he's trying to get out of the way, he's pushing his feet back. So he's in the batter's box, pushing his feet back.
Yeah.
At which point he realizes I'm going to tip over.
Right.
So he quickly drops the bat, puts his hand out, and does the perfect cartwheel.
Nice.
And also got hit by the pitch and got to go down to first base. So the whole thing worked out for the Rangers there.
Oh, it's the best hit by a pitch ever.
But for a big man, very agile with the cartwheel.
Did he do his curtsy after?
He should have done a curtsy after.
Yes, Mom.
But here's the thing. The Rangers have won 7 straight playoff games. Bruce Bochy is an excellent manager. He won 3 World Series titles with the Giants. He's an excellent manager. He's the manager of the Rangers. However, I think he might be making a mistake for Game 3. They're bringing Max Scherzer back. Now, in case you don't know, Max Scherzer was traded before the deadline from the Mets to the Rangers. And unfortunately, he had several not-so-good outings.
Right.
Down the stretch, he had some issues. And it got to the point where on September 6th, in his last game that he pitched, against the Astros, he lasted just 3 innings, gave up 7 runs, 6 hits, 2 homers, 2 walks. And then
shellacking, as they say.
Put him on the shelf for the remainder of the season with a teres, I think I'm saying that correctly, teres injury, which is upper arm.
Okay.
It's a major strain that he had.
No.
But they're bringing him back to pitch in Game 3. I think if I am 7-0 in the playoffs and I have not had Max Scherzer for a month, what I think I'm going to do is continue to roll with what I got. Let me lose one before I put Scherzer.
I don't know. Maybe they just want to see what they have while they got him healthy. The rest of the staff can bail the dude out. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. And finally this, we jumped from baseball to soccer. The Iranian embassy in Madrid is denying the report that Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest soccer players of all time.
Just got a new contract.
Yeah, one of the most popular soccer players of all time, and plays in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah.
For $200 million, I think.
Yeah.
The report was that he was sentenced to 99 lashings for adultery after a visit with a disabled fan last month. Yeah, he met with an Iranian painter who's also disabled. Yeah, paralyzed, 85% paralyzed, and she's a devoted fan of his. They were traveling. He was traveling with Saudi Arabia for a game in Iran.
Okay.
And he met with this person and gave her a hug.
Right, because he has compassion.
Yes. Yeah. And the report was that there were some Iranian lawmakers that wanted him to be lashed 99 times for committing.
Men can't touch women outside of their family.
For committing adultery.
Yeah. Wow.
The Iranian embassy is denying that, saying, essentially it's propaganda. This has never happened. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it would never happen because he's not Iranian. He's one of the most popular, next to Messi, soccer players of all time, and it would be really, really bad optics, really bad optics for the Iranians to get him back in that country and go, by the way, we're going to hit you 99 times with a whip.
Welcome to the Middle Eastern world.
Yep.
This is your new home, bro.
But you know what? Let's be tolerant of all cultures.
We have that. Yeah,
let's be tolerant.
Right.
Let's be tolerant. Let's just because they value goats more than women doesn't mean that they're terrible people.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Don't knock it until you've been with a goat.
Yep. True that. Here's your fun fact. In South Korea.
Sorry?
Here's your fun fact.
Talk to me after the show, yes.
I know, I'm sensing meeting. In South Korea, there's an emergency number, and by the way, let me limit our criticism to the Iranians in this particular case that live in Iran.
Yep.
In South Korea,
the clerics that they're eating.
Exactly. In South Korea, because there's a great many people that are not
here.
Yeah. There's a great many Middle Eastern people that do not believe in that stuff.
Of course.
In South Korea, there's an emergency number to report suspected spies. If you're in South Korea and you suspect someone of being a spy, you're to dial 113.
Oh, my God. It's so prevalent, we got a number?
Yes, 113.
Wow.
You spy.
Again, that is interesting though, because we don't have this dynamic. I mean, you're at odds with North Korea. We're all the same people. Right. You know what I mean? It's like your next door neighbor could just be pretending, and you wouldn't have any tells. That's interesting. All right. 7:44. We're taking a break. When we come back, 366-9999. What did your home used to be? We talked about this at the beginning of the show. I got a story here about a woman that lives in a rehabbed hospital, and apparently not so good around Halloween. Coming up next.
This is Rumble in the Morning on FM 99.
Want to be part of the exciting field of wind energy? Wind energy is one of the fastest growing industries in the United States, and Virginia is on the leading edge. The recent launch of the Mid-Atlantic Wind Training Alliance positions New College Institute as a leader in wind industry training. This program offers wind industry required certifications that are critical to the operation and long-term maintenance of wind projects across the country. Certified wind turbine technicians are in high demand. All the training you need to start your career in wind energy is right here in Virginia at New College Institute. As a GWO certified training provider, New College Institute offers certificates for basic safety, basic technical, advanced rescue, and sea survival certifications in their state-of-the-art facility, fully equipping you for a career in the wind energy industry, both onshore and off. Wind energy is the future, and it can be your future too. For more information, go to newcollegeinstitute.org.
Seas ahead, job seekers. At Precon Marine, their crew is the heart of their success. Anchored on the East Coast, they're dedicated to hiring the best in the marine industry. Join them and ride the waves of competitive salaries and top-tier benefits for insurance, 401k plan, profit-sharing opportunities, safety incentives, and so much more. Precon Marine is committed to employing the most experienced and qualified personnel in the marine industry. Dive into opportunities at preconmarine.com today. Precon Marine is currently hiring for heavy equipment mechanics, crane operators, and project management team members. But check out all of the opportunities for yourself at preconmarine.com today. Visit preconmarine.com today to begin your journey. Precon Marine, where careers set sail.
Split approach, port 1415 heavy.
Hey, cool cats, this is DJ Ozzy October surfing the airwaves with our monthly happenings. The Virginia Lottery has all new scratches in stores on the first Tuesday of the month, every month. So although October means the end of warm weather, the Virginia Lottery has new games every Tuesday all year round. So say catch up later to those bogusly boring weekdays and hello to new scratches. To get totally brainy on the details, visit valottery.com/Tuesday.
How
powerful is the Cox network? So powerful that one day the internet will let your doctor perform miracles from thousands of miles away.
Connecting to remote operating room.
Giving a whole new meaning to the term house call.
Operation complete.
The Cox network with gig speeds everywhere. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, bringing us closer. In Cox serviceable areas, speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms apply. Other restrictions may apply.
Hey, cool cats, this is DJ Ozzy October surfing the airwaves with the monthly happenings. The Virginia Lottery has all new scratches in stores on the first Tuesday of the month, every month. To get totally brainy on the details, visit valottery.com/Tuesday.
Remix and rematch your fall style at JCPenney. Swing in to shop amazing savings on easy styles you can mix and match with your current wardrobe. Pair a Worthington blazer and wide leg trousers with your most loved blouse. Layer your favorite tee under a warm St. John's Bay sweater. Or add a Stafford sport coat to any of your closet classics. With a few easy updates, you can create multiple outfits that are all your own. Elevate your fall look for less. JCPenney. Make it count.
Chesapeake Regional Healthcare is known for making medical history in the region, and we're shaping its future too, staying laser focused on innovation, yet never losing sight of why we're here, to provide every patient with truly personal care. We're a smart, independent healthcare choice for you, for your family, for all of us. Learn how Chesapeake Regional Healthcare's innovations save lives every day at innovativeforlife.com.
Got something to say? Call or text 757-366-9999. FM 99 traffic from the Larry King Law Traffic Center. Injured in an accident? Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
Got a breakdown in Hampton, 64 westbound, just past Rip Rap Road. The right lane is blocked off there. Heavy delays are already forming after you get out of the HRBT. Speaking of the HRBT, Hampton side eastbound is at Armistead. Norfolk side westbound slowing down before the Mason Creek Bridge. Base traffic in Norfolk picking back up, 564 westbound around the runway. Congested in Norfolk, 64 eastbound between Chesapeake Boulevard and Norview. That's just dealing with some glare that direction. Also seeing some congestion headed towards Midtown Tunnel eastbound this morning. Those delays are back near Twin Pines Road on the Western Freeway. Portsmouth, 264 east headed towards downtown tunnels at the Martin Luther King Freeway. Coming up from Chesapeake, 464 northbound around Poindexter. That's for everyone who's merging onto the Berkeley Bridge. Chesapeake, 64 westbound out of Suffolk towards the high rise as before Military Highway. And the Berkeley has that opening in just over an hour at 9 a.m. I'm Mike Alexander, Rumble in the Morning, FM 99.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Here's the headline. I live in an abandoned hospital, and I am so afraid of ghosts that I run from room to room. I run.
Oh, you got to move.
Yeah.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
No, it's a problem.
Can't be living like that.
How do you sleep?
I'm not a squatter, she says. She was hired to be a 24/7 watchman of the property.
Okay.
Because the hospital system still owns it. She has another full-time job which she can do remotely, so she's making double bank.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, except for the ghosts. If I may quote someone, no, your man didn't tell me about the double murder that occurred in the hotel. Remember that? The Shining?
Yeah.
If you could just stay here for the winter, you and the family.
They needed to be corrected.
Yes.
I could do it. I have no problem. I don't believe in any of that.
Yeah.
I just don't. I know it's not popular.
366-9999. There are so many people that live in buildings that always weren't homes. Your home, what did it used to be? Old schoolhouse, old barn, school bus, I don't know. I told you my aunt and uncle bought a funeral home. Well, it was a house that at one time had been a funeral home. I think it was already made into a home when they bought it, but it was this big sprawling place with really wide hallways so you could get like a gurney, commercial width. And they had a door that used to have an elevator that went to the basement where they actually did the bodies.
Back in the day, when I got out of college, my first place was a sculptor's. It looked kind of like a barn, but it had giant doors that went up like 2 stories.
Really?
And you could open them up, and there was a big, I-beam that ran down the center that he would hoist stuff up and sculpt inside this place.
So it's like a studio.
Yeah, but it was huge. And it had a kitchen, and my father and a buddy has built a loft in this, and that's where I stayed.
Oh, cool.
So it was cool. And, and part of it was watching the property a little bit. But those doors, I had a party one night, I kid you not, and a buddy of mine, I'm not going to out him, State Trooper Joe Kubish from Connecticut, he actually, he said, I think I could probably drive my car in here. And I said, yeah, let's do it. So we opened up the doors and had him drive his car in during a party, had the lights going, took photos.
The police car?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not today, baby.
Yeah.
Dash cam.
It was
not today, dash cam.
It was good times.
Good times.
Yeah, but
right.
it was a cool place. But but it ultimately left because it was infested with varmints that it was all wood and they were getting in.
Yeah, right. Kind of had to make a choice.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
I'm okay with ghosts. Varmints, not so much.
I'm not a squatter. I'm a 24/7 watch person. Says Aisha Barrett, 35 years old. I'm living in fear. She says fear. By the way, she doubles as a television producer, so she actually has a job. All right, I thought she was working out of this place, but she's the 24/7 caregiver, watch person for a vacant property owned by a hospital system. This is in Great Britain. The hospital areas have not been cordoned off yet. However, Miss Barrett, as well as they have a bunch of other security guards who also live on the property to help watch different parts of it. She said she just gives some of these places give off very bad vibes. I don't know. It sounds to me like you're dreaming it up. I know, there's 3-4 pages of this, man. But Ms. Barrett feels the place must be super haunted. Super haunted.
Not just haunted.
No, not just haunted. 366-9999. Have you ever lived in a place that used to be something else? A lot of these military bases were other buildings in the past.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
How about people that have to live in the lighthouse? And
I know some people that
different places like that.
I know of some people that renovated a lighthouse, and it's like a friend of a friend, and I've always been like, they've always heard about their 4th of July parties, and I still have yet to run into them.
Just show up fireworks from up on top.
That's pretty cool.
I know.
Missile silo.
Just go. What are they going to tell you? You know, get in your boat and go back?
Well, yeah, probably.
How cool? Hey, dude, how cool would it be? How cool would it be to trick or treat like a old hospital?
Oh, ooh.
I went trick or treating today. I was set to do it every day. I went to the first house after school. The first man I saw wasn't cool. He gave me a toothbrush to clean my teeth. I told him I want a sugary treat. He said no and walked away. So I thanked him in a special way.
I lit his car on fire, then tied him up with wire. Check to the leg, punch him in the head. Now he can't breathe 'cause he's dead.
I went to the next house and rang the bell. The grown-up wasn't cool, I could already tell. She gave me raisins, said they're healthy for me. I said I want chocolate, can't you see? She said no and closed the door. So I sure thanked that filthy whore.
I ate her brain for lunch. She screamed and cried a bunch. No alterations, give her good stuff. Please don't hurt me. Now you're not so tough.
Happy Halloween from me to you. When I knock on her door, you'll know what to do. I love candy and that's no lie. Better be sweet or else you'll die. Bitch.
Wow.
366-9999. Did your house used to be something else? What did your house used to be? We'll come back and grab your phone calls coming up next.
Broadcasting live from the Firm for Men Swango Law PC studio. You're listening to Rumble in the Morning on FM 99.
Registration is going on now for Adams Fall Frenzy Doubles Disc Golf Tournament on Saturday, November 4th at 9 a.m. at Bennett's Creek Park in Suffolk. The cost is only $50 per person, which includes 18 holes of disc golf. A fairway driver for each player from Innova or Discraft with the Fall Frenzy logo, a $50 Hilltop Pawn gift certificate, and a chance to win raffles and the Ace Pod. You can sign up as a single or as a team. Food will be available for purchase from the food truck Triple B with Cheese. Thanks to our sponsors, Reaper Disc Supply, A1 American Plumbing, Heating, and AC Services, and Play It Again Sports. Register now at FM99.com.
Hey, bro. I don't think I can help you move Saturday. My back is really bugging me. I just don't think I can handle it. Sorry.
Hey, dude, it's John. I know I told you I'd be able to help you move. I think Michelle's really mad at me for something. What's that, honey? Oh, dude, I gotta go. Sorry, man.
No worries, College Hunks has you covered. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving are reliable and on time. CollegeHunksHaulingJunk.com.
Hey, home skillets, this is DJ Ozzy October with the monthly happenings. The Virginia Lottery has all new online instant games on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of the month, every month. To get totally brainy on the details, visit VALottery.com/Tuesday.
How powerful is the Cox Network? So powerful that one day the internet will let your doctor perform miracles from thousands of miles away.
Connecting to remote operating room.
Giving a whole new meaning to the term house call.
Operation complete.
The Cox Network, with gig speeds everywhere. It's
The
internet
Rep
built for
Center
tomorrow, today. Cox, bringing us closer. In Cox serviceable areas, speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms apply. Other restrictions may apply.
Losing your Medicaid benefits? You might be asking, what can I do? The answer is stay insured. With affordable plans from Optima Health, you get on-demand virtual consults, no-cost preventive care, and more. Choose a health plan you can count on at chooseoptima.com. Optima Health, offered by Optima Health Plan.
Nissan has a car for every driver who wants more. More action. More fun. More guts. More headsets.
listen. More is all we do.
Hey, cool cats, this is DJ Ozzy October surfing the airways with the monthly happenings. The Virginia Lottery has all new scratches in stores on the first Tuesday of the month, every month. So although October means the end of warm weather, the Virginia Lottery has new games every Tuesday all year round. So say catch up later to those bogusly boring weekdays and hello to new scratches. To get totally brainy on the details, visit valottery.com/Tuesday.
When looking for a partner in your property search, know that agents who are realtors are different. Realtors are bound by a code of ethics, putting your best interests first. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Hi, this is Steve Dowdy, owner of Bob's Gun Shop in Norfolk. One of the biggest questions I'm asked is, can you help me select a handgun and teach me to use it? Well, that's our specialty. Sign up for one of our basic handgun classes that I've been personally teaching for 2 decades. Use a rental handgun, see what works best for you, and once you've decided on what you want, we have a large inventory to choose from at great prices. You can use your certificate to apply for a concealed carry permit. Sign up online at bobsgunshop.com. Bob's Gun Shop, 746 Granby Street in Norfolk.
With Sotyktu for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, you could show off your skin again. And you know what that means? Beach Day. As a TYK2 inhibitor, Sotyktu is the only once-daily pill of its kind for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Ask your dermatologist about Sotyktu today and learn more at SoClearlyYou.com. That's SoClearlyYou.com. Sotyktu, deucravacitinib, is a prescription treatment for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from systemic therapy or phototherapy. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections, including tuberculosis. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections. Don't start if you have one. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have a history of these events, or if you have an infection or symptoms like fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you have history of hepatitis B or C, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu inhibits TYK2, which is part of the JAK family. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors who use a JAK inhibitor are at increased risk for certain side effects, sometimes fatal. It's unknown if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Call 1-888-SOTYKTU to learn more.
This is FM 99, WNOR and WNOR HD1 Norfolk, a Tidewater Communications LLC group station. This portion of Rumble in the Morning is brought to you by
A1 Sewer and Drain with 24/7 emergency service. They're there when you need them. Call today to book your appointment.
FM 99 traffic from the Larry King Law Traffic Center. Injured in an accident? Dial 757 injured for Larry King.
Still working with a breakdown in Hampton, 64 westbound that's causing some issues. It is just past Rip Rap Road with the right lane blocked. Your delays are out of the HRBT. On the Hampton side of the HRBT eastbound, still backed at Armistead. Norfolk side westbound increasing out near Granby Street now. Might be because of that breakdown on the Hampton side of the bridge. Base traffic picking up again in Norfolk, 564 westbound still out around the runway. Congested in Norfolk, 64 eastbound now between Tidewater Drive and Norview. That is just the glare that's getting you. Congestion also towards the Midtown Tunnel this morning. Eastbound has delays near Twin Pines Road on the Western Freeway. Portsmouth, 264 east headed towards the downtown tunnels just before the Martin Luther King Freeway. As you make your way up from Chesapeake, 464 northbound is still around Poindexter for people trying to merge onto the Berkeley. Chesapeake, 64 westbound coming out of Suffolk headed towards the high rise, hitting those brakes before Military Highway. And the Berkeley has that opening in about an hour at 9 a.m. I'm Mike Alexander, Rumble in the Morning, FM 99.
So you're just telling me that you just discovered this new website.
Hi, I'm Dave. I had always heard that my great-great-great-grandfather was a general during the Civil War, and that he had fathered children with several of my distant cousins. So I checked it out at Ancestry.com. In just a few clicks, I discovered hundreds of my relatives that Grandpa Russell had slept with. So I put in their names, and I got a leaf. I clicked on the little leaf, and it took me to a chart showing all the places that they did it. Outhouse, behind the woodpile, back of an old hospital wagon. You see, Ancestry.com is more than just your family tree. It's the story of your incestuous family. Their likes and dislikes, extra appendages discovered at birth, even your relatives who weren't good enough to sleep with. And speaking of relatives, Ancestry.com has introduced me to several of my modern-day relatives, and some of them are pretty hot. You know, the kind of relatives I'd like to sleep with. And to think, it all started with a tiny little leaf from my incestuous family tree at Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
Appreciate your sharing.
Yeah, no, that's the one. I hope the link helps. You know, you guys have had questions.
I know you had that thing where, like, if you recommend somebody and we join, you get like a discount on your next.
Yeah, and he gets to meet extended relatives he didn't know he had.
I do, because I have more questions.
You were showing me that, though, and that's that one where the family tree just goes straight up and down.
Yeah.
It's
Sort of like a stripper pole.
There's no branches.
No branches at all.
It's
like a utility pole.
They've asked me to stop using the elevator to add to it, actually, over here in the lobby.
Very linear. Thank you, Mike Alexander. Appreciate all that you bring to the show. All right, 5 after 8.
He does the traffic, right? Trafficking.
News time now. Shaw's here with the news.
Well, in the news, it is fire season. The Virginia Beach Fire Department wants you to be ready for that. And cyber beer. Just what we needed. News brought to you by Pitbull Tobacco and More. Before filling your cauldron this witching season, head to the leader in cannabis culture and merchandise, Pitbull Tobacco and More, for locals by locals. The big world news: President Joe Biden will be traveling to Israel and Jordan today to meet with both Israeli and Arab leadership. This is concerns grow about the conflict between Israel and Hamas spreading to other areas of the Middle East. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken announced Biden's travel yesterday.
The President will hear from Israel how it will conduct its operations in a way that minimizes civilian casualties and enables humanitarian assistance to flow to civilians in Gaza in a way that does not benefit Hamas. He's coming here at a critical moment for Israel, for the region, and for the world.
Humanitarian aid is a big one, that issue, because the U.S. has stressed to Israel that in order to keep international support for their efforts against Hamas, they need to allow humanitarian aid to get into Gaza. They're working on that deal. While yesterday, unfortunately, the border from Gaza and Egypt, the Rafah crossing, stayed shut despite
It never opened, right?
Never opened.
There's people all gathered there waiting to get out of that place.
Oh, it wasn't just people. There was foreign aid willing, ready to get in there, and a lot. And
not going to do it, so that the Egyptians are not on board here?
At least not so far. Probably one of the reasons Biden's over there is to...
You're probably right, because, I mean, it's a monumental task to move the President of the United States around. It's not done easily.
No. And in addition to that, we've learned that Hamas has 199 hostages. The spokesman for the military wing of Hamas said that foreigners were taken by mistake and that they have no purpose in the conflict, so they're willing to release them with nothing in return. But that field conditions have to be right, that's how they said it, to allow this to happen. Again, probably another reason the president's there.
Yeah.
They said the foreign nationals they're holding are being treated like guests. According to Hamas. More than 4,000 people have been killed on both sides so far in the fighting, and as the death toll rises, U.S. troops have been told to get ready to support Israel, not for combat, but about 2,000 troops are said they'll be advising and giving medical support. They say will come from different branches of the U.S. Armed Services and from those already stationed in the Middle East and in nearby Europe. Right. Heads up to you, Virginia Sales Tax holiday is back. It usually takes place the first Friday of August, but it went away because we forgot to put it back into the budget. So now that it's back in there, you can get out there this weekend and take advantage of that. It's October 20th through the 22nd. Tax-free weekend includes the things you're used to: school supplies, clothing. There's also hurricane and emergency preparedness items, including like portable generators and chainsaws, stuff like that. And also a few Energy Star and WaterSense products, it says, that are for non-commercial, home, or personal use. That one you get the tax-free on $2,500 or less. Right?
Yeah, so it's say $100, $125.
Some substantial money to be saved. You need to get any of these items. So. Definitely something to look into if you want to save some money this weekend. The Thomas Jefferson National Accelerator Facility, which I didn't know was the big name for the Jefferson Lab.
Yes,
just got selected for something pretty cool. The Department of Energy selected the lab as the site for the brand new high-performance data facility hub.
This is the single biggest technology investment in Hampton Roads ever.
Senator Mike over there. who said that the new facility will be a national $300 to $500 million computing and data infrastructure resource. They say they're going to analyze and research things from artificial intelligence to other experiments and work with a ton of other sources. They say the objective is to get more science than you would from just analyzing at one place with one lab test.
Yeah.
The announcement came after a bipartisan effort from Senators Warner and Kaine and Governor Glenn Youngkin, who worked to get this done. They secured a bunch of money in Commonwealth funds for the planning, and then the rest of it is coming from federal funding that they're going to provide to the Jefferson Lab to make this happen.
Dude, that's amazing.
It's really, really great. They said they described it as like a wheel and spokes type facility, and they said that this means that this facility, because it will be the hub for all this data, will have access to ongoing experiments and research at tons of other spoke sites, and this will be the hub for all of it.
Oh, cool.
So they'll have access to all the information. They say that's going to lead to new jobs. It'll help bring startups to the area, as well as influence STEM education here in Hampton Roads. So,
that's outstanding.
Fantastic news. They said I hope it's to be open.
You know, we are blessed to have all of this cool technology and stuff around here. You know, it literally is the technology corridor. Virginia is known as the technology state, believe it or not.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because these data lines coming from Europe and stuff, they come up through Virginia Beach, man.
True. I did know that.
They're huge, huge deals. And then up north, there's a whole bunch of this tech stuff.
You don't think about it.
AOL was headquartered here, is headquartered here. They put all that stuff.
I had no idea it all started here.
Yeah.
I never would have thought of that. Just when you think tech, everybody thinks like Silicon Valley.
Of course.
And, that's where your mind goes.
No, it's a big deal. We have very, very big representation in that segment.
That's awesome.
Probably because of proximity to D.C.
Probably.
It makes sense.
Yeah, but whatever works for us, go us. The Jefferson Lab leaders say they hope the facility to open in the next 5 years, but the researchers aren't waiting that long. They're going to get started within a year working on the project. So, really cool, like you said.
Very
awesome
cool,
for our area. Sunday marked the beginning of Virginia's fall fire season, which apparently is a more busy fire season than normal.
All right.
It means wildfires are apparently more likely to start over the next month and a half, 2 months, and also fires in your home. Captain Jim Ingledew, the Virginia Beach Fire Department, says there's an uptick in those every year, and he wants everybody to be careful.
Every firefighter knows, in the winter, that it gets a little bit busier. People could be surprised by a cold night and they just turn the heat on and they haven't had it serviced regularly.
And that becomes a problem because then your heating system is sitting there dormant, you turn it on, and there's a problem. They say to make sure you get those things checked out, and they say when you're using space heaters too, this is a cool tip they threw out that I hadn't even occurred to me. Yeah. They said plug those right into a wall, don't plug them into an extension cord. Sorry if you need
space heaters?
Yes. They said, sorry if you need them to reach another room or something. They'll heat up. They're not meant to use on extension cords.
Yeah, it draws a lot of current.
A lot of current. They also wanted to emphasize properly disposing of fireplace ashes because a lot of people are unaware that those can smolder for hours even when they look like they're out. And then they can cause a fire spontaneously. They said the best thing to do is transfer those into a metal container and wet them down. And same for campfires. You just want to be careful because, again, fire season, we don't want to cause any more fires than necessary. It also said, hey, check your smoke detectors. These are all just warnings as we kick off officially into our fire season here in Virginia. Now the federal student loan payments have started back up. A lot of borrowers are discovering that their monthly payments have been miscalculated, and they might be paying too much.
Really?
Yeah, the miscalculations have affected borrowers that were apparently being transferred from or into the new the Biden administration plan they have called like SAVE. It's this big thing that's supposed to bring down your monthly payments.
Yes.
Help people out. Well, apparently some of the organizations, specifically this one, the Missouri Higher Education Loan Authority, which is just a loan body, right? They said they used the 2022 poverty guidelines instead of 2023 to calculate the payments, and that resulted in the amounts being wrong for about $280,000.
All right, so what's the difference 1 year to the next?
They said roughly 1%. Okay. But it depends. I guess it depends across the board. The Education Department said they also noticed some discrepancies in payment amounts as part of its standard review process. They were going over it, auditing things, and realized that stuff was wrong because they'd messed up family size or marital status or something. And so they said a small number of people in that regard need to have their payments checked as well. Again, it equals about over 400,000 people. So
significant number of people.
Yeah, well, worth looking into.
They said borrowers who paid too much will be offered a refund. If you want to check out, make sure yours is where it's supposed to be. Go to studentaid.gov.
Oh, that's good to know and easy to remember.
It said that can generate an approximation of what you should owe.
Oh.
So help you out with a little bit. Zipcar, have you heard of that service, renting cars?
Yes.
Okay. Zipcar has been hit with a $300,000 fine after U.S. regulators found that the car-sharing company allowed customers to rent vehicles with open recalls, which violates safety law, federal motor safety law.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yep, the penalty is part of a consent order announced by the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration, marking the first enforcement action they've had to take against a rental car over recalls. Under the order, half of the $300,000 penalty is said to be paid up front. The other $150,000 can be deferred and made payable over time. The company is required to submit an audit of all Zipcar vehicles with recalls open at any time within 150 days after this order, and then provide updates on how they're getting rid of that and fixing them. And they also have to update their employee training to make sure this doesn't happen in the future.
What is the what's the Airbnb of cars? There's one big name.
It's a Turo.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do they warrant that none of those cars are under recall? Because I'll tell you, if you had a Takata airbag, it was 2 years to get your car fixed.
Yeah.
There were millions of those cars that had to be updated.
Well, now we've got that.
So the great thing about renting a car from an actual car rental is it's up to spec.
Right.
Never even thought of this.
No, it was not.
I've rented a bazillion of them.
It's not something anybody would have thought.
Toro is what. Yeah, you're right. That's the big one.
There's technically an open recall on my car just because there's an issue with the hood.
Yeah.
Where the latch won't catch sometimes, and it can cause the hood to pop open on you.
All right.
Now, that being said, they tell you can just check it and make sure it's caught, and you should be good to go, or you can get it replaced.
No, well, again, but that's not commercial level. That's at consumer level.
Right.
These are commercial ventures.
Yeah, true.
You know, that's another standard, man.
Yeah, very true.
So it makes you wonder if they cert all those cars.
Yeah.
If I'm just borrowing some dude's extra car.
I'm looking at the website, and it seems like they are actually checking the NHTSA, which is the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration,
right,
to see if the car that was registered has also been repaired.
Or recalled? Okay, that's good to know. That's very good to know.
Good car, apparently. Missed on
Not so much.
Yeah.
Just never thought of it until now.
They've got to get that fixed, and then they said they have to update employee training materials to make sure that in the future this isn't allowed to happen.
Right.
Because obviously we can't have people driving cars with open recalls. Especially, well, not if you're renting them. You know, the rest of us driving, like you said, on a consumer level, we have them.
Well, it's up to you. It's between you and the dealership.
But if you're renting them out, it's a whole other issue. Speaking of cars, or actually segueing away from cars, but Tesla still, is celebrating the launch of their latest electric vehicle, the Cybertruck, with a beer called Cyber Beer. Brewed and bottled in California. It's a 7% alcohol level with European noble hops. And it's a Hell's Lager, is how it's described. The beer bottle is come in an angular design to mimic the Cybertruck, so it looks like a really ugly electric shaver, and they cost $150 each at Tesla's website. I'm not paying $150 for
No,
the
me either.
But
No.
if you're going to spend the money on the Cybertruck, then...
Oh, you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to do that. Remember that? Remember when he made flamethrowers? We all found out you can own one?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he sold them all in like 12 hours? Yeah.
And it was
to raise money to build cars.
And it was relatively cheap, I remember.
Yeah, put them right in your price range.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I wasn't forking out the money, but for a great number of people, it was doable.
Sure. Well, $150 beer is very doable.
Oh, that's doable. I just, I can get the rest of that. The beer and its accompanying steins will ship later this month around the same time.
Oh, wait. You just said the accompanying steins.
Yeah, the angular design.
Again, see, now you're getting, this is value.
Right.
Not just the beer.
Right. They said you should receive those around the same time that you get your Cybertruck. Perfect, just to drive the point home about don't drink and drive.
I just want, I am more of an elite asshole than you think I am. So I'm going to get a video of me cracking this beer and drinking it out of my fancy stein in front of my big, beautiful trucky one. Yeah.
Trucky one.
Doesn't that truck kind of look like an assault vehicle?
It does.
It's all angular and very, very modern.
Hey, they call it modern-esque, but to me it looks like the design on it looks like if I asked a 9-year-old to draw a futuristic truck.
Cool.
Which they would be like, it's so cool,
That's what makes him Musk so special. He operates as a 9-year-old with unlimited funding. Think about it. He just buys whatever he wants, does whatever he wants.
You're right. Shouldn't make him good. I don't like the truck. I don't think it looks good. That's just me. Nobody cares. And I want to do this one just because I'm a fan of hot food, and anybody else out there might be interested. The South Carolina hot pepper expert who set a world record for the hottest pepper a decade ago is at it again. Ed Curie has officially broken the record with Pepper X. It's a crossbreed with Carolina Reaper, which says Curie's old record holder. Pepper X is a hotter than pepper and bear sprays, coming in at 2.69 million Scoville units, which is a made-up thing they use for pain.
It's a measure of heat in the peppers. A jalapeno is 5,000.
Yeah, but see, I see
jalapeno is 5,000. This is 2.5 million.
Yeah. Regular jalapeno registers, like you said, around 5,000. The record holder about 25 years ago topped out around 100,000.
Okay.
Now we're at 2.69
This is science.
Yep.
And this is the dude that gave you the Carolina Reaper. It's the same guy.
Yes. Which, by the way, Carolina Reaper 1.64 million.
Yeah. This is almost, well, it's not double. It's half of it.
But it's I was gonna say it's a million more. So.
And he says he's got more to go in his greenhouse, and in 5 years that crop will come forward.
He said he ate a Pepper X, and then he still felt the heat in his mouth for 3.5 hours.
Yeah. And then he said the stomach cramping began.
Yeah. Why do you? This is a food thing? Yeah, I don't get that. I love spicy food.
We all have our talents, I guess.
I love spicy food.
Yeah.
But if it gets to a point where it's that hot, what am I doing to myself? This is why I better be on Fear Factor making money.
It's the one-chip challenge or whatever.
Yeah.
I get the worst reflex, man. I will never touch a hot pepper. In fear of I'll never sleep.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, you lay flat on your back?
Yeah.
Salt comes up?
Yep. Yeah. I sleep standing up against the wall because you ain't laying down.
Today, mostly sunny with a high near 67. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 47. And tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 68. Last check outside, 51 degrees. With the news, I'm Sean Hood for Rumble in the Morning on FM 99.
I got the reflex too. Did you do the test where you go and you drink the barium solution and they put you on the X-ray? I laughed out loud at how bad it was looking. I could hear the Benny Hill music in my head. It went just.
Hey, there's a way around it. There's a way around it. Eat the stuff that's going to give you heartburn at 9 a.m.
There you go.
You'll be fine by the time you go to bed.
I just take those antacids.
Yeah, I do too, but sometimes not enough.
Beauty. All right, 8:20 here at FM 99. By the way, a man with bad reflexes is going to do sports.
Yes, and coming up, several NFL teams have been bitten by the injury bugaboo, Rick. Also, what did Coach Prime tell his team after that embarrassing loss to Stanford? And that hole was so wide we could have run a train through it.
You mean an actual, like a locomotive?
Yeah, big old train.
Oh, I'm running a big train.
Why? What are you guys thinking?
Hey, but right now it's time for you to have a chance to win $1,000. Once again, time for the Renter's Warehouse Grand in Your Hand keyword presented by Clean Eats. Today's keyword is invest. Invest. You know what's right next to the V on a keyboard? Letter C. But it's invest. Go to the Grand in Your Hand contest page on FM99.com. Enter today's keyword, invest, for a chance to win $1,000. You have until midnight tonight to enter for today's game. Again, the keyword today is invest, I-N-V-E-S-T. That is I-N-V-E-S-T. Complete rules and details at FM99.com, and good luck to you. Nice. Invest. Sweet. All right. We're taking a break. We'll come back. Traffic update. We got people on the phone at 366-9999. Rock Pitchell's going to do some sports. A lot to do. Hey, don't keep paying crazy dough on your credit cards. You know, credit card interest like 22%, 24%. That's like crazy money. All that is a short-term loan. Let's call it what it is. It's what credit cards are, man. Use your home's equity to pay off your credit cards and save yourself some money. That's the theory floated forward by Loan Pronto. That's right, Loan Pronto. They have an equity express line of credit, and they will lend you money from your home's equity. All right, so the difference between what you owe and what your house is worth, that's called your equity. There, short financial lesson from a third-grade dropout. Got it. You can get $50,000, $100,000, even $200,000 in as little as 5 days. Bing. How about that? You just take out the money that you need, by the way. This isn't spending money. It's just like smart. You're just moving your money around. Take out the money you need, pay off the credit cards. Call Loan Pronto and talk to them about the even faster Equity Express line. 757-300-2450. That's 757-300-2450. Or find them online at loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Subject to lender approval, NMLS ConsumerAccess.org.
This portion of Rumble in the Morning is brought to you by
Navy Mutual provides affordable life insurance to those who serve or have served our nation. They would be honored to serve you. Visit NavyMutual.org for more details.
Smooth seas ahead, job seekers. At Precon Marine, their crew is the heart of their success. Anchored on the East Coast, they're dedicated to hiring the best in the marine industry. Join them and ride the waves of competitive salaries and top-tier benefits for insurance, 401k plan, profit-sharing opportunities, safety incentives, and so much more. Precon Marine is committed to employing the most experienced and qualified personnel in the marine industry. Dive into opportunities at preconmarine.com today. Precon Marine is currently hiring for heavy equipment mechanics, crane operators, and project management team members. But check out all of the opportunities for yourself at preconmarine.com today. Visit preconmarine.com today to begin your journey. Precon Marine, where careers set sail. It's okay to not be okay, and there are resources that can help. Visit CIBHprevention.com for more information. That's CIBHprevention.com. Brought to you by Chesapeake Integrated Behavioral Healthcare.
At Bud's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric, we understand how frustrating it can be finding a trustworthy company to handle the necessary repairs in your home. Bud's has over 50 years of experience and the best team in the business. We believe in building lasting relationships with our customers by offering honest advice, friendly service, and straightforward pricing. You can trust Bud's to inspire confidence and peace of mind, knowing that your home and your family's comfort are in good hands. Call us today to experience our legendary service for yourself.
Hashtag 91, 52, and hashtag 93. Reducing street climb and maintaining flight level 3.
Car for every driver who wants more. More action. More fun. More guts. More head turns. More adventure. More electric.
GenX 1818 climb and maintain flight level 3.
More is all we do.
Want to be part of the exciting field of wind energy? Wind energy is one of the fastest growing industries in the United States, and Virginia is on the leading edge. The recent launch of the Mid-Atlantic Wind Training Alliance positions New College Institute as a leader in wind industry training. This program offers wind industry required certifications that are critical to the operation and long-term maintenance of wind projects across the country. Certified wind turbine technicians are in high demand. All the training you need to start your career in wind energy is right here in Virginia at New College Institute. As a GWO certified training provider, New College Institute offers certificates for basic safety, basic technical, advanced rescue, and sea survival certifications in their state-of-the-art facility, fully equipping you for a career in the wind energy industry, both onshore and off. Wind energy is the future, and it can be your future too. For more information, go to newcollegeinstitute.org.
It's not officially fall until there's football on the TV and mud on the tires. And nobody knows more about getting dirty than the pros at Pungo Off-Road. Giving you stock with all your truck parts, accessories, lift kits, and so much more. With over 1,500 tires in stock, big or small, they carry them all. Pungo Off-Road also handles routine maintenance for all styles of car and truck. Get to Pungo Off-Road on the corner of Princess Anne and Indian River in Virginia Beach, online at pungotireandoffroad.com.
How powerful is the Cox network? So powerful that one day the internet will let your doctor perform miracles from thousands of miles away, giving a whole new meaning to the term house call.
Operation complete.
The Cox network, with gig speeds everywhere. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, bringing us closer. In Cox serviceable areas, speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms apply. Other restrictions may apply.
This portion of Rumble in the Morning is brought to you by
Pungo Off-Road. Pungo Off-Road is Virginia's premier off-road company and will beat any written price guaranteed. On the corner of Princess Anne and Indian River Road in Virginia Beach. Get to Pungo Off-Road.
just a few clicks on the keyboard or your phone, and you can be one richer.
Oh my God! I'm under a house right now in the worst possible place, and you'll give me the best possible, and this is so awesome. Hi, this is Chris Baker from Portsmouth, Virginia, and I just won $1,000.
Details coming up.
I know I'm gonna get out from underneath this house, and we're paying that right now.
On FM 99.
It's really awesome.
FM 99 traffic from the Larry King Law Traffic Center. Injured in an accident? Dial 757 injured for Larry King.
We got a crash now in Suffolk. This is on the Western Freeway. It's on the entrance from 664. Now all eastbound lanes there on the Western Freeway are closed because of this, and so is that entrance. A lot of emergency crews on there, multiple vehicles involved. You're going to see those delays form very quickly. Cleared out a breakdown in Hampton, 64 westbound past Rip Rap Road, which caused some heavy delays. Actually, they had to stop the westbound side of the HRBT from Norfolk just so no one was just sitting inside of the tunnel. You are at a standstill near Bay Avenue, but that's hopefully moving. HRBT on the Hampton side, eastbound past Armistead. Base traffic in Norfolk trying to thin out. 564 westbound past the runway. Congested in Norfolk, 64 east still between Tidewater Drive and Moorview. That's just some glare. 264 west headed towards the Berkeley Bridges around Valentine. On the Portsmouth side east headed towards the downtown tunnel is at the Martin Luther King Freeway. As you come up from Chesapeake, 464 north around Poindexter. That's for everyone merging onto the Berkeley. Chesapeake, 64 westbound before Military Highway. 64 eastbound also seeing some delays near the 464 interchange. And the Berkeley has an opening in about half an hour at 9 a.m. This report is brought to you by Acoustical Sheet Metal Company, offering stable careers for welders, electricians, support techs, and sheet metal mechanics. Apply today at acousticalsheetmetal.com. I'm Mike Alexander, Rumble in the Morning, FM 99.
1415 heavy.
Boy, we're a little angry here. What is that?
That's some residual anger.
Yeah, going back generations. F you and your Civil War jokes. he dropped the F-bomb right in it. And he means it. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, take a step back there, Sherman.
I missed the Civil War jokes.
Yeah.
What were they?
I don't know. I'm guessing it's because that bit traced my ancestry back to the Civil War.
Okay.
In the bit. Yeah, but it wasn't jokes about the Civil War. It was jokes about how all my relatives banging each other. I don't know. Apparently we get a little close to home.
This was texted in by the ghost of Stonewall Jackson.
He was bent over a stump at the time.
Well, I'm sure that guy laughs at something that somebody else is offended by. So
You know, it evens out. Yeah, this is the anger. There's a lot of rage. All right, it's 8:30 now. At FM 99 WNOR. I guess. I don't know what just happened.
I was just getting myself psyched up for the next sportscast.
Okay. Well, you know what? F you and your sportscast. How'd the South do? How'd the North do? It's sports time now. Let's bring in around the lefty. Here he is. Be careful. Don't hit the microphone. Steel, man. Here he is, Rod Fitzgerald.
Yeah, bloody knuckle now. Sports brought to you by Bud's Plumbing, Heating, and Bud's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric now offering heat system checks for only $50. Make sure your heat system's ready for colder days, because you know what? It's going to get cold. It's going to be freezing. And if you have no heat, your wife's going to be up your, you know what? So call Bud's and make sure you're good to go. Give them a call or check them out online at budsusa.com. That's budsusa.com. Let's start with Cowboys football.
Get down, get down, get down, down. Down is Cowboy football.
If you're a Cowboys fan, you're happy today as your team on Monday Night Football looked okay. They beat the Chargers 20-17. The much maligned Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott, 21 of 30 for 272 yards, a touchdown pass, and in this nifty touchdown run on a 4th and 1 quarterback keeper. It was a good call. And boy, did every member of the Chargers defense fight. Everybody big. It was a quarterback sneak, but basically Dak faked like he was going to hand off to the running back heading left, and the whole team seemed to be heading. The whole Cowboys team looked like they were going left. Now that does expose Dak with the ball if one of the Chargers stays behind, but they all went with the fake. And I mean, it was a huge hole. He scrambled 18 yards for a touchdown. I mean, that hole was big.
It's been a while since he's seen a hole that big.
Yeah.
He almost didn't know what to do.
I need some help with this one over here.
Did you see on the replay though? He almost fumbles it. He fumbled.
I didn't
The
see
dude
it.
almost took it out of his hand.
Oh, okay.
Because it's an option.
Yeah.
He really can hand it off or not.
I was just stunned. I was in stunned disbelief as I'm watching this because I didn't see the ball. I just see Dak holding the ball, and there's nothing in front of him. Everybody's going to the left, leaving this gaping. Actually, it wasn't even a hole. It was half the field. Everything to his right was wide open.
Aikman said he thought he handed it off. He didn't think he still had the football.
No, it was a good fake.
But it was, yeah.
And he also had a touchdown pass, so good for him. Dallas improves to 4-2. The Chargers are coming off their bye week. They fall to 2-3. That was the Monday Night Football Report, sponsored by the Wednesday After School Special on ABC.
Wednesday on the After School Special. Her mother wanted her to have it all.
I just knew you'd make it.
She wanted something else that no one understood.
I want to be a nursery school teacher.
Why would you limit yourself? I knew you wouldn't understand.
It's not easy being Supermom's daughter.
Wednesday. What the hell's wrong with the 1980s? What the hell's wrong? If my kid said to me, I'm going to college, I want to be a nursery school teacher, I'd be fine with that. You know, as long, I'd be fine with any full-time job with benefits.
With any luck.
Then and something she wants to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Fortunately for me, she don't want to do that. Thank God. But no, if she did, I would be fine with it. It's these ABC after-school specials. Don't watch tomorrow in the 1980s. Injury bugaboo. A lot of NFL teams with the injury bugaboo going on, and a lot of big-name quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence for the Jaguars might not be able to go against the Saints. Quick turnaround Thursday night. He's got a knee injury.
Oh, no.
I know, Daryl. Oh, no is right. He suffered in the win over the Colts. Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G, sent to the hospital during the victory over the Patriots to make sure that he wasn't suffering any internal injuries.
Wow.
Yeah, he suffered a back injury, and they wanted to make sure there wasn't anything bleeding. Sometimes you have that. Remember Phil Simms? Yeah. He had, was it Chris Simms, his son, playing for the Buccaneers, played at half of a game with a lacerated spleen. Ouch. And he knew he was in pain, and it's on the record. He complained, and they're like, get back in there.
Rub some dirt on it.
You want to play or not? We can find another quarterback, for God's sakes. You're not your dad.
Are you a man or a mouse?
Exactly. Ryan Tannehill, another quarterback of the Titans. He's got the high ankle sprain, and as you know, Rick, a high ankle sprain is it's a little bit different from the regular ankle sprain.
Sure. How is
It's just much higher up. It's a higher ankle sprain. He could be out for several weeks. Bills quarterback Josh Allen had to have an X-ray on his shoulder, his right shoulder, his throwing shoulder. Not good, although the X-rays seem to be normal, but he's listed as day-to-day. Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield suffered a left-hand injury, which is not his throwing hand, but and X-rays are negative, but you kind of need both hands to take the snap and whatnot.
Although, what's his face?
Justin Herbert last night was playing with a broken finger on his left hand.
The split, he had a glove.
Yep. And also Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson, who didn't play this weekend because he was already injured, is now possibly going to be ruled out for the remainder of the season. He's got a grade 3 sprain in the AC joint in his right shoulder. Meanwhile, the 49ers got some problems. Christian McCaffrey, their stud running back, he had to leave the game against the Browns. When I say leave the game, I mean the loss to the Browns, which, by the way, I don't know if you've seen the photo, but I loved it so much I posted it on my Facebook page. Remember last week when George Kittle beat the Dallas Cowboys?
Oh, yeah, with his T-shirt.
His F Dallas. Well, somebody photoshopped that pic, and instead, this week it reads, we lost to the Cleveland Browns. It looks like he's lifting up his chair like,
look at that.
Well, anyways, Kittle made it through the game, but Christian McCaffrey, who again was part of that loss to the Browns, suffered an oblique injury, abdominal injury. Not sure what his status is right now. Deebo Samuel, a wide receiver of note, suffered a shoulder injury in that game as well, so not good. Pat McAfee is putting it out there that the Broncos are getting ready to fire their defensive coordinator, Vance Joseph, and replace him with Folger's. No, replace him with Rex Ryan.
Really?
Rex Ryan hasn't been coaching for a while, but he's he's on ESPN every single day. He's on every single day during the NFL season. And let's be fair to Rex Ryan. In terms of defenses, he's one of the better defensive minds out there, period. Right. And if he still has it, yeah, why not bring him in at this point? Because if you're Sean Payton, you're screwed. If you keep going with Vance Joseph and your defense keeps playing like crap, you're going to do something. Philadelphia last night, game 1 of the National League Championship Series. against the Diamondbacks, Phillies Diamondbacks, and bottom of the first, it would be Kyle who? Kyle Schwarber with a big home run right out of the gate. Then Bryce Harper homer. Then in the second, it was Nick Castellanos. Ultimately, the Phillies get up and stay up. 5-3 would be the final. They take game one. Prior to that one, the Texas Rangers all over the Astros in the first inning of game two of the American League Championship Series. They scored 4 in the first, scored another, but then had to hang on for a 5-4 victory. But they are 2 games up on Houston already in the ALCS, headed back to their home turf in Arlington. Rangers haven't lost a single playoff game yet. And finally, this Deion Sanders, as you know, rough weekend for Prime, Coach Prime. His team is up 29-0. His interview at the half is going great. Let's talk. Yeah, great. And then somehow, some way, Stanford mounts a comeback. They get it to overtime. They end up beating them. They blow a 29-0 loss. Well, afterwards, Deion went in to talk to the team, and somebody has released the video. It's shot from behind him, and he's on like a.
That's the only place you can do it.
Yeah, and he's on a rickety-sounding platform. But he's not happy. He's not like screaming. But he's not happy. And keep in mind, the game was played Friday night. Here you go.
What we just did today was pathetic. All the love that you received, all the love that you received, you get ready to see that flip. And don't get beside yourself on social media and start responding to the foolishness because they're right. They're right. And we're practicing tomorrow. God bless.
And we're practicing tomorrow. I know it's Saturday. You're going to finally have a Saturday off, but guess what? You're not having a Saturday off. Yeah,
the day after.
Yeah. Oh, you probably made him practice bats too.
It's the day after game day. Yeah. Normally you rest up that day.
Yeah, it's treatment day. You go in, you get a massage, you sit in a tub of ice cubes.
Not tomorrow.
You have somebody rub your groin, whatever.
We practice.
Yeah, not now. No, we practicing. Here's your fun fact if you want it. Did you know that sliced bread was invented a year after the invention of the TV? A year after they got the TV, we got sliced bread. They finally got around to it.
50T Farnsworth said, I need my bread sliced.
Yeah, I've been watching on the TV for so long.
I am so hungry.
Didn't really think about the bread.
All right, 8:40. We're taking a break. When we come back, a little stupid news action coming up next.
This is Rumble in the Morning on FM 99.
Here's the reality. Skilled tradesmen, marine welders, machinists, ship fitters, pipe fitters, designers, and waterfront engineers are the backbone of the maritime industry. Their expertise can build, repair, and reinvent the marine world. Isn't it empowering knowing that your skills are needed?
Oceaneering in Chesapeake is your top choice for maritime careers. Dive deeper and discover a company with a legacy of hiring top-tier talent in the marine industry. A firm that merges a worldwide network with industry expertise to create unmatched opportunities. A team that works tirelessly to ensure your skills are valued. A company of this caliber deserves your attention. Visit Oceaneering's Recruitment Open House Saturday, October 21st from 9 to 3 at 2155 Stepping Stone Square in Chesapeake. We'll be offering sign-on bonuses for select jobs. For more info, go to oceaneering.com or call 757-985-3800. That's 757-985-3800. Oceaneering is an equal opportunity employer.
Back so soon? I thought you were grabbing lunch.
I did.
Ew, fast food, huh?
Yes, but not fast food, see?
Oh, that looks delicious. Can I have some?
You can go get your own. They're made fresh.
All right, I'm going to lunch.
Fall in love with Clean Eats. Affordable, clean, and balanced food. The comfort of a dine-in cafe with grab-and-go options. Or even the convenience of healthy catering. Inspiring results with Clean Eats in the Hagen shopping area of Virginia Beach or Marble Park Road in Chesapeake. Visit them online at cleaneats.com. CleanEatsWithAZ.com.
We all know that getting a mortgage has been a little bit of a roller coaster ride over the last few years, from historically low interest rates to the current market and everything in between. Hey, it's Rick Rumble. Renters Warehouse says they're here to help navigate you through this market and help you create a stream of cash flow. We're talking seasoned investors all the way to unintentional landlords. Renters Warehouse says they've got your back. Give them a call to see how much your home could rent for. 757-272-1616 or visit Renters Warehouse at rwhamptonroads.com.
How powerful is the Cox network? So powerful that one day the internet will let your doctor perform miracles from thousands of miles away.
Connecting to remote operating room.
Giving a whole new meaning to the term house call.
Operation complete.
The Cox Network, with gig speeds everywhere. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, bringing us closer. In Cox serviceable areas, speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms apply. Other restrictions may apply.
Nissan has a car for every driver who wants more.
Generic 462 exit runway with Eagle.
More fun. More guts. More head turns. More adventure. More electric. At Nissan, more is all we do.
Hey, cool cats, this is DJ Ozzy October surfing the airwaves with the monthly happenings. The Virginia Lottery has all new scratches in stores on the first Tuesday of the month, every month. So although October means the end of warm weather, the Virginia Lottery has new games every Tuesday all year round. So say catch you later to those bogusly boring weekdays and hello to new scratches. To get totally brainy on the details, visit valottery.com/Tuesday.
500.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad you called Art Newsom to do your $50 heating inspection?
The guys from ANI, right on time as always. Is my heating inspection really only $50?
Yes, ma'am. A&I is celebrating 50 years in business with our $50 heating inspection.
Any catches?
No, ma'am. The guys in the orange trucks always deliver. In fact, A&I is the home of the free service call. When you call us for service and authorize the repair, we will 100% waive the diagnostic fee. We'll complete your inspection, leave you a full report with any outlined recommendations, and be on our way. No high-pressure sales pitch like the other guys.
Get a new Daikin home comfort system installed by Art Newsom for as low as $89 a month. And instant rebates up to $1,100 from Daikin on qualified systems with the full 12-year parts and labor warranty. Call the guys in the orange trucks at 873-0345 or visit them on the web at artnewsominc.com. That's artnewsominc.com.
Clear to Laren.
Got something to say? Call or text 757-366-9999. FM 99 traffic from the Larry King Law Traffic Center. Injured in an accident? Dial 757 injuries for Larry King.
Still got a crash in Suffolk. This is on the Western Freeway on the entrance from 664. All eastbound lanes there remain closed, and so is that entrance ramp. A lot of vehicles involved, a lot of emergency crews. You're just being rerouted. Be aware. Got a crash in Portsmouth 264 east before Elm Avenue. This is blocking the left two lanes there. You're backed up the Martin Luther King Freeway as you head towards downtown tunnel. 264 west headed towards the Berkeley Bridge is the opposite directions before City Hall. HRBT on the Hampton side eastbound just past Olmsted trying to make its way down the Rip Rap Road. Norfolk side westbound is around Granby Street. Heavy delays there. Chesapeake 64 westbound before Military Highway still as you head towards the high rise. Other side of the high rise bridge also seeing some delays around the 464 interchange eastbound. And the Berkeley has that opening in just over 10 minutes at 9 a.m. I'm Mike Alexander, Rumble in the Morning, FM 99.
And now it's time for Stupid News.
It's so stupid and awesome.
Where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live?
Why are people so stupid?
Are you effing stupid?
Here's Rumble.
It is Stupid News time here at FM 99. Stupid News is brought to you by
Late Model Domestics. Customize, build, install, and dyno tuning in-house. Locally and veteran-owned. Specializing in GM, Ford, and Dodge high performance. Located in Town Center, Virginia Beach. Late Model Domestics.
item number one in Stupid News this morning. Police in the United Kingdom are on the lookout for 35 portable toilets that were stolen. 35 porta-cans. Some of them were full.
Oh, what?
Stole them all.
Well, you want to steal them empty?
Stole them all.
Let's have the loot. Wow. Look at the load I got in this one.
Taken from a car racing track, I guess, on Sunday this week. Thieves cut a padlock right after the car racing event was done and loaded up a van with a trailer on it, filled them with toilets, and drove them away like they owned them, but they didn't.
Oh, that's how you do it. If you look like you know what you're doing,
There you
nobody will
go.
say anything.
Yeah. The family that actually owns them, and it's a family business, not some giant conglomerate, says, I mean, who on earth steals toilets? We've never had to consider this before.
Yes.
That's the heist. It's a real unique heist.
Damn, yeah.
Real unique.
You. What a crappy thing to do.
Yeah.
Some of them were full as well. They didn't even tip them over. They just took them all one by one. It's quite baffling. They're not easy to move. How did they do this?
Wouldn't it have to be another company? Because, you fill these things a certain way. You don't, you clean them a certain way. Wouldn't it have to be a company that's adapted to doing this? I mean,
what are you going to do with them? That's the thing.
Can I throw a suggestion in there?
Yeah.
Aliens?
Maybe. Crop circles.
They're trying to find out what they're all about.
Crap circles.
Yeah. Crap circles. How boys? Nice.
Crap circles,
Yeah, you got those, yeah.
You get it there, because of the crap.
Yep.
I get it, in the porta cans.
That was funny.
That's item one.